of all the things. Hello, everyone. I am back, and let me tell you what's going on. You guys are totally helping me right now because once again, I got a lot of trucks to build. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, that's these trucks right here. Hey, Ray. And it was either me just sitting and building these trucks or going live. I know a lot of you have seen me build the trucks already, but that's irrelevant. You can still hang with me while I'm building these new trucks. Sometimes, I don't know why, I create the most intricate toys that I do, because this is gonna take me a minute. Actually, you guys are gonna help me race against the clock right now, because it took me 2 hours to build those trucks. For any of you seeing this right now and you wanna purchase from Parrot Station, don't buy the trucks right now. Can you imagine? Only because what I've ran out of from making so many trucks, like some, obviously I'm not going live when I'm making them, I ran out of these. So all the trucks' wheels are going to be yellow right now. And so if you order them, sorry, I'm trying to catch the, okay. So if you order the trucks right now, I'll have to wait till these new parts come in. So anyway, what's up, Isis? How are you? Hey, guys. You guys are really cute. I have 2 Persian cats named boy named Dion, girl named Inaya. Beautiful, guys. So how's everything been going for you guys? I'm not going to use yellow. Today we are building these trucks. I love that Annabelle loves seeing them get made. And I always have like my demo one right here because, you know, I made such a intricate situation here that I don't want to forget what I'm doing. And hopefully I got enough caps here for all of the wheels, but it doesn't really look like I did for some reason. So, also, thank you. Thanks, Annabelle, for loving my jacket. What's going on over there? I can't see what you're saying.
Any comments?
Yeah. Oh, no, I see the comments. Right now I do. But remember last time, you're so cute. But remember last time, the comments disappeared on me. Oh, love from Iowa. Daniel, I used to live in Iowa. Can you believe that? I don't know what I was doing there, but no, I went to Drake University. That's what I was doing there. It was very nice. Drake is a beautiful school. And then I would go back every once in a while for Frosty wants to filter out trolls. Well, good news is we do have Steven over here. I don't know what he's doing. He's editing videos. He's actually doing a pretty good job. I get these messages on my phone, like from comments from you guys, and like it'll say, Merlin's on the faucet, and I'm like, and then I'll see a new video that Steven posted. He's doing a really good job, so shout out to him. He's getting more of our shorts out. So when you guys support the channel or purchase from Parrot Station, what you're actually supporting is Steven continuing to have a job. Because we found out that once I created Parrot Station, it became very impossible to continue to always get content out. Hey, Ray, my first bird was Dooley, a cockatiel. George I got much later in life, after I already had so many birds. My first bird was Dooley, a yellow cockatiel, a Lutino cockatiel. Dooley was the most amazing bird. I like, till this day, I can still, if I see a picture of a cockatiel, I can still smell the cockatiel. Oh my God, that brings me to, I don't know if you guys are following me on Instagram, but we've been having a contest and you guys have been submitting your birds, and your birds are so adorable. And basically the winner of the contest, which I believe the contest ends at Steven, it ends at like 5, right? In 14 minutes, then we're gonna know the winner, but I don't think we'll know it live because I have to actually go through the back end and see all your votes and stuff. So if you guys have been following me on Instagram, then you may have submitted for or voted for some birds, and yeah, pretty soon the winner is going to be announced. Now, what's going to happen to the winner is this. The winner is going to have their bird in as the star of the Feathered Fun Box. And so for those of you who don't know what the Feathered Fun Box is, because I haven't been posting a lot, it's our monthly subscription box for parrots. And it comes with parrot toys every month and a theme. And basically, you know, a different bird gets a different design, but every month it's been my birds for the last 5 years that we've been doing this. And there's also a newspaper in it called the Parrot Press, where we write up all the stories of Boxtown and what's going on in Boxtown. And so if you're like a runner-up, then I'm going to contact you and ask you about your bird, and we're going to write a story about your bird's character in Boxtown. And the winner is going to get a design designed by our artist. And that bird will be like the star of the Feathered Fun Box. And so everyone getting the Feathered Fun Box will see your bird. So whichever one has the most votes, like has their friends that came and voted, then you're going to be the winner. Now, when I last looked, it looked like a parakeet. I forgot the parakeet's name had a lot of votes, like, you know, a lot of votes. So it was a little blue parakeet. And so I have a feeling that could end up being the winner, but we'll have to see. And yeah, this is very exciting stuff. So yeah, for those of you who want a Feathered Fun Box, you can go to featheredfunbox.com and you can order a Feathered Fun Box, and then you'll get like to see like new toys first, because like sometimes we make our own toys that you never see again, sometimes you see them again, sometimes we put them on Parrot Station, lots of different things. And then you'll get to learn about the whole world of Boxtown. But if you don't want a box coming every month, you can also check out our mystery box, which is different because it's a little bit cheaper because it doesn't have the human gift for you, like the magnets and stuff like that, and different things that we put in, plushies and whatever we've had in our boxes. But it's all bird toys and it's all random, and you can subscribe to it. But what's even cooler is you could subscribe where it comes every 2 months or every 3 months, and that's on parrotstation.com. So you guys can check that out. So the Feathered Fun Box isn't the only way to spoil your bird. You could get subscriptions on Parrot Station too, and then you can choose like how often you want them, which kind of helps, you know, because the Feathered Fun Box you can only get like monthly because it's on a third-party platform, so we don't have a choice over that. But yeah, so let's see what else you guys are saying over here. I forgot to put these parts on the wheel. Oh my God, Ryan, thank you for the super chat. You sent me this adorable little, what is that, a hippo? He's so cute, he's on the computer. I really appreciate that, Ryan. That definitely goes towards me keeping Steven over here in the back. Steven's had some bad luck lately. He lost his wallet, his ID. He's supposed to get on some sort of cruise, and he's afraid he won't be able to get on, and it was paid for by his sister, cousin, this whole thing. So you guys are really sweet. No live bird tonight. No, I forgot to bring in bird into the office today. How many birds have you had at one time? I guess you could say 11, because I have 11 in my house right now. What am I making, Sherry? I'm making a very special bird toy. I'll show you. It's going to end up looking like this. This is a truck. It's like I created it to be like a standalone toy. I could put it in the picture. Maybe you guys could see it. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, and all the birds are getting on well, Trans J. So that's what I'm making right now. And I kind of get like, I don't want to say lonely making them, but like, you know, you get like, oh, I wish I had someone to talk to, or like I could listen to a podcast. But, you know, I figured I'd come live and talk to you guys. That'll be much more fun. Oh, who said that? Trans J, I'm so happy to hear that your bird loves our bird food, because can you smell it? Like when you, as soon as like you open it, you just smell how fresh it is. It's organic. It's beautiful. How do you order one of these trucks? On parrotstation.com, you can order the truck. I will tell you, if you order it right now, I'm trying to see, there's this one part that I'm almost out of. So if you do order it and I don't have enough of the parts, then once the parts come in, they're going to be coming in a week or two, then I'll send your truck out. And so you won't not get your truck. But yeah. So, but you guys can check out all of our cool toys on parrotstation.com. Like I said before, supporting the store helps me, you know, support the team here. And so I really appreciate all that from you guys. Thank you so much. And you know, with the busyness of the store, sometimes, you know, I was doing everything myself, so it was a little hard to come on and like make videos and everything, but I just took a chance and I brought Steven on. He's an amazing editor. He used to edit for the Pet Collective. And so, and he loves animals. He has a dog and a very special cat. He has like a no-haired cat. And this cat's crazy. And his stories about his cat are amazing. And so you guys would love knowing about this cat. Every day this cat does something crazy, I'm telling you. It's really amazing. Oh, Trans J's shoulder. The cat is on the shoulder like a parrot. My cat does that too. My Callie does that. See, that's the thing. I'm losing parts here. Oh, there they are. So, okay. I did what I never do right here. I put red and yellow together. I never do that because I always think it looks like McDonald's. But today, Steven himself came in the McDonald's clown suit. So I've been inspired. His pants are bright yellow with red sparks all over them. Ryan, did I finish the bird room? The bird room is a work in progress, but we've gotten so far. And let me tell you about the drama with the bird room. I think you guys will understand. And I think like basically how this came about is, you know, when someone puts like a fear in your head and then you get extra dramatic about it. I think that's what happened here with our bird room with George. So as you guys know, the bird room was my old office where I did the Parrot Station orders and sent everything out. And I realized we were getting too big, and so we had to move into an office space. And then I thought, oh, this is going to be like, this will be much better because then the birds can have the bird room and they'll be able to be free all day. And then when they're free all day, like even if I'm working, I'm going to be so happy because they're going to be free all day. But somewhere, I believe this is what happened. In a discussion with my parents, my mom's like, you better tile that whole wall because they're going to like ruin the walls and whatever. So somehow George got, to make a long story short, in his head that he needed to cement this entire room. So he has like guys that work for him, and they were like cementing this room, but on their days off, like on days when they weren't on George's clients' projects. Okay, so this was like exhausting because I'm like, can't we just put them in the room? And he's like, well, they're going to tear up the room. And I'm like, okay. So far what we got here, some fun colors, right? And basically, then what happened? He starts cementing the room, and I'm like, I don't want this to look like a basement. And then he tore down, apparently this was my idea. It was my idea. He tore down the bathroom. Like there was a downstairs bathroom that had a bath. And I was like, you know, down the road, it would be nice if we made the bathroom like a bathroom without a bath. And that became part of the bird room, so that we could have a sink in there and I can wash all the bowls. Well, one day I came home and the wall was knocked down. I have video of this. And he's like, come look, I have a surprise. And I thought it was gonna be that he was building this tree. But instead, I came home to all the walls knocked down 24 hours before my parents arrived. And I was like freaking out because my parents, they're not like, first of all, my dad, he builds homes. So he doesn't understand anything being unfinished even for a second. And I was like, I cannot believe you did this. Second of all, they're like in real estate. So now we've made like a full bathroom, like a half bath, right? So, hey, can one of you guys put a comment? Because I want to make sure the comments are loading and not doing what they did last time. And so basically, that was the whole thing. But then when I started seeing like the cement situation, I was like, this is gonna look like a basement. And George's like, no, don't worry, you'll see. Like, it's gonna be unchewable and whatever. And then we had to bring in special guys to do kind of like, oh, hey, oh, good. Hey, Mike. Hey, Trans. Hey, Robin. Hey, Ryan. So he brought in these specialists, and these specialists are doing like it looks like a micro cement, right? Like a beautiful, like, so, because now I'm like, okay, I don't want this to look horrific. So we brought in those guys, and they were doing a really good job. They were getting drunk on the job, but they were doing a really good job. Anyway, that's a whole thing. But these guys, and they had their own birds, and I was really loving them. They were so talented. But we were paying a contractor that brought them on. And they started like not showing up, and it turns out that contractor was never paying them. So, and we never got their number, like out of respect. So, like out of respect, kind of like, okay, this is the contractor. So then I was like, oh my God. So now we have like the walls kind of done, and I never got their number. Otherwise, I would have gotten those guys directly. So sad, because like that's ridiculous. They were so talented. And yeah, I even asked our painter today. I was like, did you get their number? Like anything, you know? And so it's kind of sad, but yeah, that's where we're at. And yeah, so also look up micro cement, you'll see. So actually, I think if you look up like Kim Kardashian's house, like that's what the walls like look like. It's like a, well, that's not what they look like in the beginning. In the beginning, they look like basement. And so a lot has been spent on this. Finally, walls are up. And keep in mind, we had a knockdown. I didn't want it to be dark for the birds either, even though there's a big window there. So that all has to be, like, the window and everything is going to have special security screens and, you know, special things so no one can see inside, but they can see outside and they can get light and things like that. So there's a lot that goes into this still. We have a big tree that George built made out of cement with like some parrot holes in it. So, I mean, it's going to look really cool. Whenever we do have like an event or something, like, you know, it's been a lot of the Jewish holidays, then we already like put the birds in the room in their cages, and they're loving the room. But sometimes we bring them all back out because we gotta like start again, you know, and like go back to like finishing the room. But some cool things that we've done with the room. George extended the wall, like, so, okay, pretend this is like the wall, right? Well, the birds love watching TV, so you guys know that George does smart homes and everything, so he needed to add a TV for the birds. But he didn't want them to be able to land on or destroy the TV, so he built more wall a couple of inches out so that there could be an indent so that the TV could fit perfectly into the wall, so that the birds have a TV built into the wall so that they can watch, because they'll literally sit there and eat their snacks and watch television. And it's all controlled. They have special lighting that can go along with daylight and nighttime in there, all in the thing. That's all there now. And they have a big cement tree. And so this is going to be really fun. And we knock down, like, there's a window now in the hallway so that we'll be able to see them. Hey, big black cockatoos, say hi to Johnny for me. I love when you guys name your birds things. So these new ones that I'm making are going to have all yellow wheels. But that's okay, I think. What do you guys think? How do I put toys together, talk, and read comments? Listen, this is why last time it took me 2 hours to build 2 of these. And so I was worried. I'm like, maybe I should, because I just packed an order. This person got an amazing order for their birds. I love, like, I start remembering your names and associating it with your orders. They got like 2 large swings. They got 2 large T-perches. They got sidewinders. They got Sola sticks, and what else did they get? They got something else. Oh, caps and ladders. I love that toy, right? So I'm filming it because sometimes I film packing your orders, and then I'm like, wow, this is a big box. And then I realize, oh my God, they have 2 Merlin's trucks, and I have not even built them yet. So I had to abort my filming of the order and abort my packing of the order, which I thought, oh, look at me, I'm so, you know, on top of it, and I forgot to build the trucks. And then I'm like, oh, I'll just be sitting here. And then I'm like, I already went live building trucks, but I'm like, I don't think you guys care what I'm doing when I'm doing it, right? Like, it's okay. Annabelle, I love that. Louis, your blue parakeet is soothed by my videos. It's really amazing how birds love watching television and get into certain characters and certain videos. And I love it. And I had a comment recently on one video that really kind of helped me understand what it is you guys want to see and what you're missing. You know, because I've obviously been a little bit MIA, and it's just because, you know, you started a business because, you know, to keep going, you know, to keep being able to post videos for you, but then you have to run this situation. So, you know, but I got myself in that. I know, Jackson, I saw that, and I'll be honest, I didn't even know who he was. But we were in the office and we heard the sound of shock from someone in here, and then obviously I know One Direction, but I cannot believe it. He like fell out of a window or something. And I'd like to say, how do these things happen? But they happen. It's insane. So for those of you who don't know, Liam Payne was in a window, like on a balcony, I think. I don't have more information. It's very sad. It's just heartbreaking, but I didn't know specifically. Oh, I need the caps. Ooh, you can never know. All these bird parts are so much fun. Guys, I love ordering bird parts and like coming up with new toys. I'm an artist, so I love like designing the new toys. And then I'd love to not have to build them as much as I do. But it's fun. It's actually very relaxing. It's just like when you have one task, like you're like, oh, I'm going to get these orders out and I'll be so on top of it. And then you have to stop to do something else. You're like, ah. I know, he was 31. Philips Hue lights in my bird room. I can't get my birds to bed without it. They put themselves to bed when the lights are dim enough. I know, you know. My ringneck blue refuses to go to bed unless he knows the lights are off. For him, though, it has something to do with routine. It's basically that he knows that until the lights are off, I'm not that serious. Like, he's like, no, I still have a few minutes because I know I didn't see you turn no lights off. Recently he's been doing something funny. When I go in there to put him to bed, he's one of those birds that likes to hang, like, you know, the birds that like to sleep by hanging. Well, he does that, but I keep finding him in Josie's cage, like in there on the corner, just hanging. So I think that's kind of cute. He's such a good bird, like a really good bird, that bird. He's really cool. Oh, I love that Sherry's birds have a big playroom. Yeah, I think that's like what should be like, you know, when people can. Uh-oh, my husband just agreed to get a bird when we found out I'm pregnant. No bird for me, it seems. Well, Mash, congratulations on your pregnancy. That's exciting. Yeah, listen, if I get this bird room done and I could hide a male mustache parakeet in there, you guys know I would. All right, so I got 2. I'm supposed to be making 3. Steven was like, why don't you make the other one tomorrow? And I'm like, well, I like things to be done with, but let's see if I have the right parts. The parts would be in the other room if I don't, but sometimes, you know, you just... Now what's funny is they're going to get mixed up with the other ones. That's exciting. Yeah, see, Annabelle's birds have bedtime cues. Do any of you have birds, though, that refuse to go to bed? Like, Jersey, she doesn't mind going to bed, but if there's guests over, forget about it. And if there's a cute guy over in her world, forget about it. Last night, Brando ruined my pen. I gave it to her to make a video of her throwing a tantrum, and today I realized it's completely broken, so I'm an idiot. I don't know why I did that. I did it because, you know, making her, like, throw tantrums is hilarious to me. She gets all, like, possessive over the couch, and then so I wanted to make a video for Steven to edit. Steven's so entertained by... One day I'll reveal Steven. He's so cute, guys. Every time the birds come in, they just want to be next to Steven. Same with the dogs. He's like really connected to animals. Ha ha! Sherry's little gang. My cockatoo hates bed and screams the place down. That's what Jersey does if there's guests. A lot of you saw the recent video with Jersey getting obsessed with the refrigerator guy, and I noticed there's a lot of comments that are like, hey, when guests come over, make sure you put your birds away. But the thing that a lot of you don't understand is that, first of all, one second, green, and I need a color that I don't have, orange. First of all, here's the situation. The bird room that she was in has this big glass now, so she could see everything that's happening. And what's going on is, I already had her out. I was playing with her, and it wasn't like she's randomly going to see the guy and chase him. What happens is, when the door rings, which I don't know when it's going to happen, I already have her on my shoulder. I don't want to be late to the delivery guys. The guy comes to the door. And, you know, first I can tell if she likes him or not or whatever. He comes in to measure, and I said to him, I just want to let you know that I have a bird. If you're uncomfortable, I'm going to put her back. But if you are comfortable with it, you know, this is who she is and this is what she looks. And he was. And he was petting her and she loved him. The issue was they didn't think the fridge was going to fit, so they left. But I got the guy's number because I was like, look, George isn't here for me to make this decision. If there's an issue, maybe he wants to put it somewhere else in the house. Are you guys nearby? He's like, absolutely, we'll be able to come back. Well, I did some more measuring and realized I think it would fit. Well, actually, it was my mom that I sent her a picture. I was like, help, George isn't here. What do I do? And she's like, that right there is side paneling. You could take that off and fit the fridge in there. And I was like, okay. My house was like having the plagues, by the way. That's a whole other story. So, Well, then he came back. Now, when he came back, she had already been calm with him and everything. But the guy came back and went right to the fridge and didn't say hi to her. So then she had a vengeance. So I was like, okay, once I noticed she probably has a vengeance, I put her actually outside in the aviary. Well, you cannot upset a cockatoo like that, right? And basically what happened was she would scream the whole neighborhood down. And I was like, never mind, you're coming inside. So I tried the bird room, scream the house down. And I was like, okay, I can't even get a word in with this guy. I'm going to have to bring her out and, like, keep an eye on her. And, or see if the guy doesn't mind taking a moment to, you know, befriend her. And he loved it. So that's it. Actually, a lot happened before I even started filming. I didn't film. I wasn't even gonna film it. I just was like, you know what? Usually I film everything, but these days I haven't been because my house has been looking crazy with all the construction and everything. You're not as motivated to film, you know? So that's what's been going on. Hello, Emma. Thank you. You're so much. Okay, Daddy's on there saying I need to moisturize. I mean, I haven't gotten a lot of sleep lately, I'll be honest. I may not have all the parts for this one. Let's see. I may have this yellow wheel here. But you like my chair? The chair is really cool, right? Oh no. Maybe I don't think at the time that I did this, I was so on top of these. I didn't know I had 3 to make. So I only got the parts for 2. Let's see. I have 1, 2. I have enough if this one fits. This thing is a little difficult, the purple one. Let's see. Let's see if by any chance more parts. Oh no. Let's see. Well, let's try this. What am I making? Hey CH, what's up? I am making this truck right here. This is the Merlin's work truck. And Merlin, you know that all of the birds have I just saw the funniest thing. Steven! By the way, guys, so Steven has moderator rights. He's over there editing a video, but he obviously can hear. And he gets very emotional about some of your comments and stuff. It's really funny. And so I just saw that Daddy was timed out for 86 seconds, and I can't stop laughing. The contest probably ended already because it ends today at 5 our time. So the contest probably has already ended. So that means the winner is over there, but I got to go in the computer and go in the back. And so I'll be announcing that on Instagram because I think a lot of you, I don't know if I announced the contest here, but so I think a lot of you joined from Instagram, and I'll announce it here as well. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow and announce the winner. How about that? I'll come live tomorrow. Well, I am taking my mom to the doctor tomorrow. Shoot. But I will, and is tomorrow Thursday? I will announce the winner. Oh, shit. I need to make sure I can come in here tomorrow and announce it. So I need to announce it. The work truck is, this is Merlin. Okay, so some of you are asking, what am I building? It's this work truck. Hello, Tori, new bird owner. And all of the toys that we make or that Parrot Station makes or whatever, or the Picasso line, are named after storylines in Boxtown or in, you know, the Bird's Alternate Universe. So this is Merlin's work truck. You know, Merlin was a trucker before. He's our African gray. And so this is his work truck in Boxtown. Someone was asking about building an aviary. What we're building is a bird room, and it's the spot that used to be my office. And it's taken, I only know this from Google because Google sends me pictures like this time last year. And I was like, oh my God, George. And then I send it to George passive aggressively. And I say, you see, you made the hole in the window already 2 years ago. How long can this bird room take? But, you know, we do it like, it goes by like when there's time and when there's funds. You know what I mean? So I could show you a tour when it's done. But right now I'm in my actual office, which is not in my house. And so I don't have access to the bird room right now. I believe Steven is editing something that takes place in the bird room. Are you, Steven, or are you editing the one where Nicole is getting attacked on the couch by Brando? He's actually editing a different video. No, it's the same video. How is it the same video? I'm putting them together. You're putting them together? Yeah, Nicole's in your house both times. That's a vlog. How long is the video gonna be? How long do you want it? I don't know, because I thought that 4 or 5 minutes. Right? That doesn't make sense, because the time that we come home after not seeing our bird for a very long time, that's the time in the bird room, right? Yeah. But that video's long. Okay. So you want to do that 8 minutes? I think that video's long. I think you could make the video with Nicole and Brando be just like a quick 3-minute video. Okay. Right? Yeah. I don't know. I was just using it for the intro. So I don't know. Yeah, you could, because like she's in your house both times. She is. She's there both times. But I like it, like, you know, shorter videos are cooler. Yeah, make it shorter and then they can see more stuff. They could see, like, right? I wish I had you guys here to always tell me what you want to see. Broken Red Flag says, I don't mind how long the videos are. I mind the content. Okay, that brings up a good discussion. But before we get to that, I just want to say, this drives me nuts that I have to put yellow and yellow here. But that's what's happening. Okay, so Broken Red Flag. What is the content? Someone wrote that, because I feel like you guys haven't been watching as much. Now, I know I haven't been present, so it's not giving out the same notifications. But someone left a comment under one video recently that I think was a key into maybe how you guys feel, and maybe you could tell me, is that they said they love when the content is in my house, or they miss the content being in my house. Which is accurate, because I'd been bringing the birds to the office and we've been doing things in the office. And also because I didn't have anyone editing and I would have had to edit like myself, but I'm doing all this Parrot Station stuff. And by the way, thank you all for your support and shopping at Parrot Station. Then, you know, I've been not at home, like I've been making the videos in the office. So oh, I know, I haven't been editing them as much, so we were kind of like behind in content. So when Steven came, I'm like, oh, let's edit these like older videos so that they see what's happening. But then maybe I feel like you guys are more like already know it's old and want new stuff, you know? So, oh, thank you, Annabelle. I love that you're excited about the new like any new content. That makes me so happy. And CH, thank you for being here as well. And Tori. Oh, Tori, you can buy these toys at parrotstation.com and lots of toys. And here's a coupon code for you guys right now that's going on. I think try in all caps Picasso 10. Then you'll always get 10% off. If that doesn't work, I know I just reactivated I watched 10 to know that it came from some other video. And if you voted for birds, then it gave you a discount code too. And if you submitted your bird, it gave you an even bigger discount code, but I think I forgot what they were. What it might have been. I don't know what it was. I don't know. If anyone has that discount code, feel free to share it with the rest of you. Oh, Tori has a Quaker parrot. Do you have any tips? Well, specifically, you know, one thing you can always, that's fun with a Quaker parrot, is to give them materials to build. They love building things. You definitely want to socialize them really well. My cousin had the cutest Quaker parrot named Sprite, and I will still to this day think that's like one of the cutest names ever. It really depends on what you're trying to, what it is that you're trying to get out of the parrot, if that makes sense, like, or if there's a specific problem. But with all birds, the main thing is to include them in your life and in your daily activities. And also, one really big thing that I don't know if I ever say this enough. If you have a bird and it's new, don't treat that bird in any way that you wouldn't be able to treat the bird all the time. Because, so what I mean is, like, let's say you get a new bird and you're so excited, you take the bird everywhere, but like that's not like a long-term possibility for you. Then keep in mind that change down the road for the bird could be very traumatic, you know, and can cause, you know, different kinds of anxieties. So, and I'm not saying shy away from giving your bird all the attention in the world. That's a great way to socialize them, especially with, you know, giving them attention from different people is the main thing. You know, sharing the bird appropriately so that the bird doesn't become attached to one person, and giving them lots of toys and items that they can, you know, not feel alone with, and they can learn how to independently play. Independent play is very important. Yeah. You know, so like your bird loves going in the car with you, but then like, let's say you just got to keep that consistent where it's like, you know, when a dog, like my dog comes to my office every day, right? And some days, did I bring him today? Yeah, he's sleeping. Yeah. And some days, like, let's say if I can't bring him because I'm going somewhere after and I don't, he gets so like upset looking. And, you know, birds are the same way. So it's good that you bring him and that you include him. Just consider that it would be something that you're able to do long term. That's the main thing I think a lot of people forget about, you know? Yesterday I didn't bring my dog here, and that's why I forgot. All right, how about we do this part right here? So look, I'm halfway through like 3 of these. Now we're going to do this part. It's like my favorite part to do, but I don't know if I brought enough items. Now, if you guys remember the video where I got Merlin, he really did live with a trucker before, and he had that trucker life. So we implement the story accurately as like what we know about the birds and their personalities. Oh no, I may not have enough of these to do. Oh, of my favorite part. Well, when your bird is scared of toys, it can be a way of introducing it to them. Some birds, you don't want to just surprise them by putting it in their cage because they're like, what the heck is this? Some birds, you might just want to have it like in your vicinity. Some birds too, they're interested in things that you're interested in. So let's say you have the toy and you make it look like it's something that, like, it's yours. It's not for them. They love that. Birds love to destroy anything that seems like it's interesting to you, you know? So consider that too, that, like, it may be, you may want it to be about, oh no, do I have enough of these colors? About, like, don't force it upon your bird. And let's say my bird's like could be potentially be scared of this, but the bird's on my shoulder. I don't like try to show it to the bird. I just like play with it, and you know, till the bird kind of gets interested. Like it's kind of like a habituation, like it's in the vicinity of the bird but not put on the bird, so that the bird gets used to the idea that it's there, if that makes sense. So now what? I need 4 of these. Do you think toys at Petco work? Yeah, there could definitely be toys at Petco. But I would say, as someone who has a pet store online for birds, I always like to support the local people. not the local, but the independent businesses, because we really care and get excited when people order. Does that make sense? Like, we really care. We remember your name. We if we get in any contact, we try to, you know, get to know what kind of birds you have. And we can only do so much, but like, we really do care in a different way. I will say that. Hello, Jason Basketball. Hey, BBBB. You're glad I'm streaming. I almost didn't stream today because I love it, but I was scared I would never get the trucks done. And so I'm kind of racing against myself now. Yeah, we have a toy called Caps and Ladder. And we have a toy, we have toys called Caps a Daisy. You know what? They may not be on our site because we have them here. It's hard to explain. We have toys here that are not on our site because we haven't like updated that they're in stock, but we have a lot of Caps toys, and we have, but right now you definitely can get Caps and Ladders because I know I just packed a few. They are on the site. There's Caps a Daisy, which I don't think is on the site right now. There's also this toy. Oh my god, it's this toy full of caps. It's so cool that we have, and I don't think that's on the site. I forgot the name of it, but we did put it in the Feathered Fun boxes. That's why we have them. Definitely. Also, if you don't want to subscribe to the Feathered Fun box, you can go on to parrotstation.com and get the Feathered Fun box as well, like one box. Like it'll send you, we'll send you last box if you order that way. And there's also an option there to get like one of the classic boxes, I think, one of the originals. I'm not sure if that's still on the site. We have a, we're doing a lot of updating on our site, so yeah. What else you got? Oh, Broken Red Flag doesn't have a bird. What? That's right, you told me that. Oh no, George is calling me. Hello, George. Can't you tell I'm live? I'm trying to build some. I've been trying to build these trucks for days. Aw, thank you for saying I'm a very good small business. And once again, we have those coupon codes. You could try I Watched in all caps 10. You could try Picasso 10. I really forgot what the voting one was. But yeah. You know what? Hey, what's up, Zach? Okay, look, I got this and this so far. How cute is that? Let's do this one. Let's see if we have enough parts. This one's going to be heavy yellow. Ooh, we almost do have enough. Yes. You guys are funny. What else? You're gonna buy it tomorrow? What are you gonna buy, Tori? The Caps one? Caps and Ladders, the best toy, honestly. You guys are funny. Oh yeah, Annabelle, we play this game with my birds where I offer them multiple colors and we guess like what color they're gonna choose. And Jersey, she likes pink a lot. But a lot of times if you test birds and there's the option for yellow, they'll quite often choose yellow because, you know, they see things iridescently. And also because yellow is a sign that like fruit is ripe. So they have a natural understanding of that, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's see now. Oh, I'm so happy that you subscribed. Thank you. So yeah, Annabelle, that's kind of fun. That's one of the things. Okay, now I need these little, I put so many little parts in this because I designed this toy really, believe it or not, for my cockatoo, even though this might be too small of a toy for a lot of your larger cockatoos, but Jersey, she likes this kind of stuff. And so I always keep her in mind for the way like that little birds play, you know. So I have these little well, you can see here is like, even in, this was the demo one, even in here it's got these little flowers. So that's on both sides of all of these, which is really cute. I don't know, this basketball thing, I don't know what you're asking at all. Othani or Juge in basketball. No idea what that means, to be honest. What does that mean, Steven? Are you in here?
Baseball.
Oh, baseball? Oh, baseball. Oh, I know that Morgan has been talking about baseball all day. She's a Mets fan? I don't know. But she's been talking about it, so I don't know.
Well, Ron's been talking about it.
Yeah, Ron's been talking about it all day too. And they've been like keeping up on something. Yeah, they're like, I mean, I don't know. And then I went to the chiropractor because after the last time I built these toys, I swear my back was in so much pain. It was a day I wasn't live, but and he was talking about it too. He actually went to the game. Must have been a Dodgers game. What glow-in-the-dark toys? Do birds like glow-in-the-dark things? Oh yeah, no, you don't want to give your birds glow-in-the-dark stuff, because whatever, I don't know, whatever makes that glow-in-the-dark, I wouldn't be giving it to them. Yeah, all dyes in the toys are food coloring, basically. I think I have a video somewhere where I'm showing you guys that, or maybe it went on Facebook, but the guy that makes our wood toys, he literally gets the wood himself, okay? He chops it up. I'm not kidding you, okay? Like, I've seen all his wood deliveries. And then he colors them with this natural food dye. So that's really cool. And then, yeah. And then I love his wood toys. So if you see Jungle Toys, wood toys on the site, that's all from him. That's all like us, like I see them being made. I've even went there and made some of them, because what happened was, he makes his shapes the way he makes them, like whatever he's been doing for years. And then I ordered some like special shaped wood toy parts, and they were like butterflies, and it was like for a butterfly theme in the Feathered Fun Box. So I thought it would be cool if they had like actual dots on them. So I went and painted the dots on them, not with paint, with food coloring. And so I did it myself. I think I have a video on that somewhere. But I mean, look, I have so much content from all over the place that it'd be hard to find that specifically, whether it's in my files or posted. I have no idea. But yeah, I think it is in a video. Maybe some of you remember. And basically, for the Feathered Fun Box, I went there and colored those butterflies. I have right now a lot of birds. I have 11 birds, but in my life I've had so many more. And what I used to do as a kid was convince my friends to get birds. Well, they kind of already wanted birds because they would see like my life with birds. And then I would go over and train them. And so that's how I started getting experience with ringnecks and different birds that I never had experience with, because I started with cockatiels. And then I had this Amazon parrot named Peppy. And I literally took him to boarding school with me, and he was in boarding school with me. And they let him be there. And he was like, came from, I don't know where he came from, but like my dad brought him one day. Someone was giving him up, and I took him to boarding school. And he came such a long way, this bird, because he had never really been handled. And so he was able to just be free in my room. I don't even know how they let me just have the bird. I always got my way. I snuck a bird into my dorm in college too, and had that there for a year. And my RA knew about it, but she was like, yeah, just like, you know, as long as the bird stays quiet. And so when I would go to classes, I would just leave the radio on because they couldn't say anything about like music playing. And the bird went to bed when the bird went to bed. So I think the first week that I was in university, I had already convinced my roommate. I'm like, look, you guys, let's agree. I think we need a pet. I'm gonna have to tell you right now, it probably should be a bird. And then they're like, a bird? And I was like, yeah, let me tell you all about it. And then we all split getting a bird. So that was fun. Do they sometimes annoy you? Listen. You know what's most annoying about my bird, Brando? When she loves George more. And then I get so mad because she, like, goes to him and lets him pick her up. And she gets mad at me because I'm the one that puts her to bed. And then when she loves me, I'm, like, in, like, heaven, you know? So that can be annoying. Other than that, I'd say the bird more so is stressful. Like, you know, you sit down to have a cup of tea and then like suddenly like your bird needs something, and if you have a cockatoo that's screaming its head off and can walk over but doesn't want to, and now you have to get up just to have some peace, that can be stressful, you know? Yeah, I'm on a spaceship. You guys didn't know? I thought you knew that I was on a spaceship. This is my spaceship. I got it from Elon Musk. He wanted me to practice going to Mars or whatever. What do you guys think so far? That one's cute, right? That color scheme worked out. Now we have this one. This one, I'm putting the little hearts on them. I should get another bird. Ha! I got an offer to get a hyacinth macaw yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Not gonna happen, but I wouldn't be lying if I said I wouldn't kind of love one. But then I told my dad, and my dad's like, oh, I want one. And then my mom lost it. That was pretty funny. Thank you, Annabelle. I'm so happy that you appreciate my channel. It means a lot to me. It really does. Because, you know, I've been on this channel for so many years now. And I don't think everyone knows what goes into it, you know? Like, it's not... I wouldn't use the word hard because it's my natural thing to be making videos and posting. But it would be very time consuming and does have a cost to it just to post, you know? Yeah. Oh my God, Tori, I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you for all your encouragement. This one, what do you think of that scheme? Cute, right? Each side is different. Oh, that's a fun side. I love that. And then this one, let's get some hearts on here. Sometimes I make such fun toys, I want to be the bird. By the way, guys, it's getting cool. Time to get your landing zone hoodies. Oh my God. We have a customer service issue right now that is weighing on my mind. So somebody ordered a hoodie and we don't have the size. I think it's a Vinny Gang one. And we have emailed this person and like we want to offer them like the landing zone hoodie, which is like Oh, shoot. And we cannot get in touch with them. Literally, like, we've texted, we've called, and I get worried. These things weigh on my head. Like, are they okay? Like, I want to send out your order perfectly or figure out what you want to do here. You know? 60K. What does that mean? Great idea? What's the great idea? Getting the landing zone hoodie? That's a good idea. Oh my god, yeah, get your landing zone hoodies. If you guys got any of those discount codes, definitely get the landing zone hoodie. It is like, I'm addicted to that hoodie. Honestly, I make great stuff. Just telling you right now. That, like, my friends that don't even have birds are obsessed with these hoodies. Ooh, you're gonna be a pirate. That's the first thing. The first time George met me, the first thing he wanted to be for Halloween after that was a pirate. And he was. And he was very excited. And, you know. Now we have our rainbow beads to put. So the oh, now we have the flowers. Let's choose 2-color flowers. What do you guys think? Oh, Lisa, I love you for saying that. Jenna's baby, I don't know if you follow her on Instagram, is the most insane, gorgeous looking baby. And listen, if it wasn't cute, I would not be saying this, because we in my family, like, we don't lie. If, like, you know, cute or not, you don't get cute. Like, we already know if we have a kid and it's not cute, my mom's gonna be very honest about it, and she's not gonna, I don't know, we already know. But this one is a model. Like, if it was my kid, I would be like hitting up casting. Swear, this kid is so cute. You have to go see. I don't know. You're wearing your winter jacket already? Is it gonna warm up next week? Well, we had a heat wave, guys. It was insane. Like, I never thought I'd be looking forward to some gloom, but guess who was looking forward to gloom? Me. Ooh, that's cute. I love it. I love it. Ooh, I don't want to do the McDonald's combo. Oh, you're in Canada? Nice. Yeah, Naomi, I'm making this bird toys again. I'm making, aw, you still need your landing zone hoodie at night? I love that. I love when you guys send me pictures of you guys in the hoodies, too. It's so cute. I'm obsessed with the hoodies because I know what it took to, like, make those. And also because they're so comfortable, because they're not, like, super thick and, like, you know, they're soft. Like, you put them on and you're like, oh, this is easy to put on, and it's soft. That's what I like. Tori might buy the bird chain for yourself. I know, isn't it so cute? I love it. I, like, you should see some of the toys we've made that I can't continue to make because we can't get the parts all the time. Sometimes that's an issue too. But we create different things all the time. Maybe next live I'll come show you. You can email me the picture of you in the shirt if you want. You don't have to, but if you want, you can email me too. Doesn't have to be on social media. Sometimes in social media I don't see everything anyway. Sometimes I go in my messages that were there for so long, and somebody, like, sent me pictures or tagged me and stuff, and I never saw it because it's just impossible to be on social media all day. In fact, the more you're a creator, the less you're on it in that way. You know, you don't have time. Plus, I'm one of those that I love human interaction. Like, if I'm focused on you and you're here talking to me, I'm not on my phone. It's not my first thing to go to social media and, like, start scrolling. Oh my god, you have cats and dinosaur costumes? Aw, thank you for the encouragement. Hello, Chini. I love that. All right, so now we got this flower on this and this side. I'll show you guys so far. Oh, like probably needs to be. Oh, so cute. We're getting there. Now I have this one. I think I really loved the colors. That's kind of cool, right? I think this was the one I loved, like the color scheme of. They come out how they come out. Oh, but though, like we did this already, it might be fun to put yellow and blue. Or at least blue and orange. Let's do that. I should take the birds out. Oh yeah, I did see that before, that Galah means fool. Yeah. They are so smart. But they're not like, you know, they can be moody. So like sometimes like Galah cockatoos in a bird store, for example, I remember every time I saw a Galah in the bird store, I was like in love. And you know, when they're little especially, they're super like friendly. And look, Vinny, like, oh my God, you guys sometimes see videos of Vinny and I'm like, I had no idea he was so sweet. It's just that they're very like instinctual in terms of, you know, their territories and, you know, their moods. Like, so they can be, especially after they go through, you know, their puberty. So you could have like a bird that you're like, oh my God, he's the sweetest, and he still will be, but like, you know, they need their time. Like, that's what I notice about them. They kind of need their time. So you can play and cuddle and kiss and whatever, and then kind of like, okay. But when they're babies, it's different. I feel like when they're babies, oh, we're starting with purple. And then you have a lot more leeway. And look, every bird is different, how you socialize them. And oh no, guys, this part, like, I'm very picky about it being the rainbow. And if I ran out of like enough to make it the rainbow, I'm gonna like be very upset, because we just got these back. See, we send these to be colored by Mike, who I was talking to you guys about, who does them with the dye. And so we're in need of more, so I might not have all the colors I need. Aw, this is your second line with me, and I always answer you back. I'm so glad you think George and I are the bomb. You guys are amazing. Yes, Annabelle, let's hope we have enough. Oh, Tori. Oh, yeah, I know what you're doing. 'Cause, yeah, when you went to Bird Toy Parts on my site, it doesn't have parts. And we have a lot of parts, but a site is like a full-time job, I swear to you. There's a lot we have to do. I'm sorry about that. You're right. And thank you for reminding me, like, we have to get our parts up. That's very true. And for some reason, I have forgotten to go back to that. We were building our site, and it's kind of like the day when you're like, oh my God, this has to be built. I don't know, maybe it was like before Black Friday, and we were moving it over to a new platform, and me and Morgan were focusing on this like we didn't even think we were gonna sleep. And George left us to do it all alone, and we got these people to like help us, you know, on Fiverr or something. And anytime they fix something, they break something else. So so there's some weird like banners and stuff, and then they'll go and like, oh, okay, we'll fix it, and then something else they mess up, and I get so upset and then scared to fix anything else. Like, for the most part, I do all the uploading and all the product and all that myself, but you know, so then we got that done, and then honestly, all the adding of everything should be fine and easy, but red, orange, yellow, green, but aww, I'm so sorry to hear about your cat, Lisa. It's so hard. It's just so hard. when to lose a beloved pet. Oh no. I just realized I forgot to put this one flower on it. Maybe I'll put it at the end here on this side, because, you know, they can all be a little bit different, right? I'll put it here. Yeah, that's, I know how heartbreaking that is. We thought our cat was gonna die. Our cat was at the vet for a month. They told us to put this cat down. Okay? Not kidding you. And it was very traumatic. And this vet place, before the one that we ended up going to that saved it, was terrible. I always wanted to make a video on that story. Yes, Jesse, I do sell the bird boxes. We have the feathered fun boxes. You could go to featheredfunbox.com and get those. Also, not a very updated site, but you can also go to Parrot Station and get mystery boxes if you want, and you can get them on subscription, which is perfect because you could choose like if you want them once a month or once every other couple of months and stuff. So that really works out, because sometimes when you get a subscription they build up. So if you want it to come only once every 2 months, that's what's really cool. You could do that. So yeah, that's parrotstation.com. Starbucks? No, it wasn't Starbucks, it was Cali. It was when we were out of town. First of all, we were only out of town for 2 days. This is when we went to VidCon, and I came back and I was like, George, something's wrong with Callie. And he's like, no, she looks fine. Like, I don't know, I have this weird thing where I'm really in tune with when something has changed. By the next morning, he understood something was wrong, and he was like, oh my God, we have to get her to a vet right away. And we took her to the vet, and they said, we guess that she has like an enlarged kidney and whatever. And I'm like, couldn't this be an infection? And they're like, it's an enlarged kidney, and we don't have like the overnight. Oh, you could leave the cat here overnight to give it fluids, but we don't have the, they said they didn't have like an overnight person there. So, and then we were out of town, if you remember, so I was like nervous. I'm like, what if it's stress because we were gone? So I was like, no, we want to keep her here with us. And they said, okay, so we're going to show you how to use, like, I think it was called a C-pack to put these fluids in. So we did, and we only did it once, because then the next day it sounded like she had like too much fluid, you know? And basically, long story short, we took her to another vet over here, because that vet didn't have, they needed a certain machine. I forgot what it was. And they were like, we don't have that. So you need to go to a specialist that has that. And we did. And that vet is so known here. Like it's like a hospital, like an animal hospital. They are terrible. Let me just tell you. They didn't even come out. Like, first of all, as soon as you get there, they say, we take a deposit of $1,500 before we even look at your cat. So can we take your credit card? And, you know, when you're put in a stressful situation, because you're like, oh my God, it's like the money, or like we could, you know, the cat could die. You like start freaking out. And because we were like, what? They were like, fine, we'll see the cat without it. And then I noticed there's this big TV on top, and it says who paid and who didn't, and who they've collected funds yet from. And I'm telling you, this is a big, like, known hospital here. And then they took the cat back and never took us back to tell us what was wrong. The doctor called us while we were in the waiting room and said, hey, there's no room back here, so I figure I might as well call you. And so we're sitting in the lobby, but we have to put him on speaker because both me and George wanted to hear. And she was like, your cat has fluid in the lungs, fluid in around the heart. So she has a heart problem, but like she also has a kidney problem. So, you know, she's going to need to be here for at least 11 days. So that's a starting cost of $11,000. And, you know, it wouldn't be, and we don't even know if she would live through it. So it wouldn't be inhumane if, you know, you put Callie down. And so we're in the lobby hearing this because they didn't even take us back to give us this information, crying and thinking like, what the heck? And one of my best friends is a cat person and has like 2 cats. And the whole thing was like, I was like, no, it can't be. Like, this just kind of didn't make sense to me. Like, because we had just administered fluid. Perhaps we administered too much by accident, you know? Like, but even though I filmed it and did exactly what the doctor said. So I didn't, like, kind of believe it, but, like, I was like, what? So basically, when you have a kidney problem, you want to administer liquid, right? To, like, flush out the kidneys. But if you have a heart problem and there's too much fluid there, you can shut down the heart. So they were saying there's fluid all in, like, so whatever. So then we were like, no, we need, like, more clarity. They didn't even, like, I mean, we were just in the lobby. They didn't even do anything, like, to inform us of what's really going on and help us make this decision where I could ask some smart, intelligent questions, like nothing. So here's where it gets crazy. So we ask if, like, someone can, like, you know, inform us, like, can we actually see the doctor? Like, what is it that you see? Like, how can we make these decisions? I'm very good at medical stuff, guys. Like, I don't know if any of you have joined my broadcast channel lately that I made on Facebook, but I gave some really new information on there on what's going on and, like, you know, family-wise, that I've been doing a lot. You know, a family member, close family member of mine was very sick. And so I know, like, I trust, like, the way I process information, and this was just not enough. Like, this did not make sense to me. So guess what they bring in? They give us a room and they bring in a social worker. And this social worker is there to help us mentally cope. And she comes in and she's like, I understand that, like, you know, Callie, you know, doesn't have much time. And, like, you know, these are, you know, it's just to translate the, not even the diagnosis, but the like, what they're saying they would do is, like, you know, keep her and whatever for 11 days, and there's no guarantee, and to tell us it wouldn't be inhumane to put him down. And George goes, hell no. And she's like, what? She's like, now do you understand what euthanasia is? And George is getting so upset because they're convincing you. What they were doing was, like, convincing us that, like, those were the only 2 choices, like, that you put the cat down, or that, you know, you go through this treatment. And then she felt the need to explain to George what it meant, and then she told us that the cat is going to die this, like, terrible death because it would be drowned to death is the whole thing. And so we were, like, losing it. And then I got out of the room and I called my friend, the one with cats, and she said, no. First of all, you can treat one thing at a time. Like, you can say, let's just drain the fluids first and go from there. And I was like some sense of clarity, like, you know, you're in a cult, like, how to get out, kind of. And so when I left, so when I left to talk to her, that brought me a little bit of clarity. And she's like, you can take your cat from there and, like, just start with someone who, you know, will do one thing at a time. This makes no sense. And these are, like, supposedly renowned, like, big hospital here in Los Angeles, okay? Ridiculous. like this social worker. All they did was like make you think like I mean, it was terrible. Anyway, so what do? I send the results. The owner of this building was invested in a vet here. And the vet, she's an amazing, she owns the vet, she's not the vet, amazing person. The vet was called ATSC, and I send her the results. She calls me right back. She's like, my doctor doesn't think that's it at all. The fluid buildup is not even near the heart. And so I was like, what? She's like, bring the cat here. We brought the cat there. Long story short, it did take a long time to figure out what was wrong with her. Very long time. She was in and out of there for a month. They almost thought it was environmental because the next time she had to come back was because, again, we had went away. So I thought so too. I'm like, is this cat getting depressed when we go away? Like, what's going on? Turned out to be a bacterial infection called Pastella, I think. And then George realized one day, he goes, the second time she got it, he said, wait. There was a food that she had eaten, a coincidence. And we think it was in that pet food, which had been recalled, by the way. And so that's that. That's the story of that. And once they found out that, the ATSC did, they're amazing, but now don't think they're there, then she's completely cured and there's nothing wrong with her at all. Nothing. And this stupid big animal hospital here literally put us through so much trauma and would have had us either paying like $11,000 to start, or would have had us put down the cat. And these guys are like reputable, apparently. You know what I mean? Like everybody goes there. It was ridiculous. I would never. And and Alex over at the ATSC saved my cat's life. And that's it. Guys, this is crazy, but I might have to finish this tomorrow because I'm getting missed call over missed call over missed call, and I'm kind of worried that something is wrong. So I'm going to come back on and either tomorrow or soon with you guys live and update you. But I got to answer these because they've been non-stop. So, hopefully it's nothing. This is the wrong one. But I love you guys, and I'm going to log off, and I will see you guys soon. And I didn't get to finish them, but here they are so far. If you don't see them, you'll see them in your orders. Yeah, hopefully it is. I love you guys, so I'll talk to you soon. And I'm getting a little anxious, but I'll see you guys. Bye. Thanks for joining.